Now, also need to be clear, this is not the trial of George Floyd. George Floyd is not on trial here. You've heard some things about George Floyd, that he struggled with drug addiction, that he was being investigated for allegedly passing a fake $20 bill that there was never any evidence introduced that he knew was fake in the first place. Right? But he is not on trial. He didn't get a trial when he was alive. And he is not on trial here. Defense claims that he was non-compliant. Non-compliant. Well, let's revisit what happened before the 9 minutes and 29 seconds. Before that, it's Memorial Day, right? May 25, 2020, and George Floyd is sitting in a car in the driver's seat with two friends. Now, previously he'd been in Cup Foods. He'd been in the store. He was walking. He was talking. He was breathing. As alive as any person, any human in this room. Back to the car. He's with his friends, and there's a tap at the window. He looks to his left, and a start. This is what he sees. This is what he sees. Within seconds of the approach, Officer Lane tapped on the window. Within seconds, he pulls his gun and holds it inches from George Floyd's face and starts shouting profanities. Show me your effing hands. Show me your effing hands. Screaming it. This is within seconds. You can tell a lot about someone by looking at their body language. How does Mr. Floyd look in this photo? Terrified? An officer on the driver's side, an officer on the passenger side. Lane orders Floyd to put his hands on the steering wheel. He does. That's not resistance, that's compliance. Lane orders Floyd to get out of the car. He does. That's not resistance, that's compliance. They order him, they want him handcuffed. He is handcuffed. That's not resistance, that's compliance. And on the handcuffs, you recall the testimony, they weren't properly double locked. And so they continue to ratchet. They're not on correctly, they're on too tight. Throughout, if you listen to the videos, throughout the videos, you can hear the sound of those handcuffs ratcheting tighter and tighter. Mr. Floyd is trying to explain to the police that his wrists hurt. Impervious of pain. Please. His wrists hurt. No one listens to him. But it continues. They tell him to go over to the Dragon Walk. He goes over to the Dragon Walk. That's not resistance, that's compliance. They ask him to sit down. He sits down. Not resistance, compliance. Not trying to escape, not trying to evade arrest, not trying to assault anybody, shoot anybody, stab anybody, punch anybody. No. Compliance. Sits down on the ground. They ask him his name. He gives his name. He spells it. That's not resistance, that's compliance. They ask him to get up, he gets up. They ask him to go across the street, he goes across the street. Right? Where's the resistance? Where's that?